92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
A guy named Anthony is on the phone to do a second date update, and he met his date the old-fashioned way. At the club. Yeah? Got his bell bottoms on, slicked back his hair, couple gold chains.
Sounds like you're talking about the disco, sir.
Doing the sprinkler on the dance floor, attracting all the ladies.
Goodness, how could anyone just even saying that turns me on?
Well, he said he met her at the club, and I'm just assuming that's the kind of guy Anthony is. I don't know that because I haven't really talked to him yet. Anthony, is that your
Hey,
game?
how's it going?
Good, man. You wearing bell bottoms at the club?
You know what, that night I might have been. I was taking all kinds of advice from everybody. I don't know what I was doing.
Oh, it was a wild night then.
Yeah, I mean, it was a friend's birthday party. It was my first time going out like that in a while, and I guess it just kind of got out of control. We all did, but normally I'm the guy who keeps it together, and I was definitely not doing that.
Was she someone that was in your group of friends that you hadn't really known before, or is this somebody that you just met at the club, like a random?
I think she was a friend of a friend.
It was a good night, I see.
So, because I'm trying to remember, because it was easy enough to start talking to her. I don't entirely remember how that happened, but it seemed easy enough as if we were there for the same party, but I don't know who she's connected to at this point. None of my friends knew her.
How much do you know about her at all?
All I remember is I thought she was really funny, and she looked at me like she was interested in what I had to say, but
Okay, and do you know her name?
Yeah, her name is Deanna. She had a great smile, and I mean, the problem is I remember about, let's say, 60% of the night. You know what I mean? Like I have a vague idea of how it went.
Okay, so you got hammered then.
Yeah, man, there was a special that night. It was like a Long Island iced tea for $3.
Oh, that gives me a headache just you even saying that.
Long Island iced teas are terrible.
Oh,
And the worst part was the bartender. I remember his name was Brendan, and I started calling him B all night because I kept saying Long Island iced tea for $3, B, and he kept saying
Oh, man.
It was just so much fun to say. I didn't even think about what I was doing.
So what'd you do, like hang out with her all night?
Well, we just started off at the bar trying to talk, and that went all right, but it's loud in there, so we kind of gave up. But then we ended up just kind of making our way to the dance floor, and actually I started getting hazy, because after that it was just kind of a blur of dancing and Long Island iced teas, and then...
Do you think maybe the reason it felt like something you've never experienced before was because of those Long Island iced teas? Everything felt great, and maybe it wasn't?
You know, I think it's possible. It's possible. I think some people say that different types of drinks get you different types of drunk, and this is the first for both for me, so I don't know what to compare it to.
Long Island iced teas are a love potion for him, is what it sounds
Yeah,
like.
I think so.
How did the night end with her?
So, okay, I kind of remember her asking me to walk her home, and I think I did, but
Do you think?
there was definitely some conversation. I want to say she asked me, but it might have been me offering.
Who knows?
And I want to say that she said yes, but she might have said no. I don't even know at this point. But I think I remember us actually leaving to do that, but I don't remember reaching anywhere. I don't remember dropping her off or anything like that. All I really remember is being put into a cab.
By
then
her?
I think so. Maybe not, though. I don't know.
I didn't ask. How drunk was she?
I mean, I thought that everybody was as drunk as I was, so, you know, I assumed that she was the same as me, but,
But who
you know,
knows?
hopefully not, because I was in rough shape, it turned out.
So somebody put you in a cab, and that's the last thing you remember?
Yeah, someone put me in a cab. I got home safely. I know that.
Oh, good thing you got home safely, because I think the whole point of you walking her home is to get her home safely, but that's cool.
I know. Well, it turns out she got home safely. I know that because I've been in some limited communication with her.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Well, I texted her to follow up, and she's been icy, to say the least. Because, like, I would say, hey, I had a great time the other night, and then she'd just respond, I bet you did. And I don't know what she means by that, because I think she remembers something that I don't. And
Or she's just being coy. Maybe she's just being like, oh, I bet you did, because you met me.
yeah, no, I don't think that's it, because I've tried asking her if we can go out together again, and she's been, like, pretty against it and pretty firm.
What do you mean by pretty against it?
She's not, like, she's using a lot of, yeah, I don't think so, and not this time, but she's also not saying a hard, like, I think she wants me to keep asking, so she keeps finding different ways to put me down, you know?
When someone says I don't think so, I think that's the same as saying no.
Maybe, I don't know. This could be different. Like I said, we had a great time up until maybe midnight. And then who knows?
Up until you don't remember anything.
Right. After that, I'm not very confident.
Okay, well, we'll play a song, call her, and figure out what happened with the rest of your night and why she's not wanting to see you again.
She didn't say she doesn't want to see me again. She said, I don't think so. It's not the same thing.
All right. Well, we'll call her and find out right after this, okay?
Okay.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
4 words that should never be uttered on a first date. Long Island iced tea. It's all down here from there. Really, no words that should ever be uttered ever. Long Island iced tea. They should be illegal. Nothing good ever happens when you have Long Island iced teas. And Anthony, who's on the phone for a second date update today, had a bunch of them on his first date. Well, that's not even really a date. He met this girl named Deanna at the club. They had a special on Long Island iced teas, and he took full advantage and says he had a fun time hanging out with her, and they bonded and danced, and then he thinks he walked her home at the end of the night, but he's not sure, and somebody put him in a cab, but he doesn't know who. So we're going to call Deanna and find out what happened with the rest of his night and why she won't go out with him again.
And you do realize, I mean, since the second half of the night is so hazy, there could be, like, something really horribly embarrassing that she reveals about you.
Yeah, I'm pretty terrified.
Okay.
All right.
As long as we're ready.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to dial her phone number right now. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Deanna?
Yes. Who's this?
Deanna, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Hi.
Hi. Are you familiar with the show?
So which show?
The radio show.
I don't know what you mean. What are you talking about?
Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show. You're not familiar with it at all?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm calling because you recently went on a date with somebody who does listen to the show. And he emailed us because he says that you're not calling him back after your date. And he wanted us to see if we could find out why.
Who is the he?
His name is Anthony.
Oh.
Yeah, Anthony. You met him at the club the other night?
Mm-hmm. You've been texting with him? Well, more like he's been texting with me, so yeah.
Okay. Well, Anthony emailed us about you because he thought maybe we could figure out why you don't want to go out with him.
No, I'm good. I'm not interested.
What, in him or in telling us why?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, can you tell us anything? Because he's really curious. He thought you guys had a great time.
A great time?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Wow. He sounds like a really nice guy. Yeah, he's nice. I'm not gonna say he's not nice, but great time is pushing it a little bit.
Would it be a bad time? Did you have a bad time with him?
I don't really want to categorize it as bad. It was weird. Can I just say weird? Yeah.
Sure. Can you tell us anything, though? Because, honestly, he doesn't remember most of the night.
If I was as drunk as he was, and I had as many Long Island iced teas as he did, I probably wouldn't remember the night either. So. Was he super obnoxious? Oh my God, so obnoxious. But didn't you hang out with him, like dance with him all night and go up to the bar and chat and get drinks together? You know, we started in the beginning of the night, we were talking and it was cool. He seemed really nice. But that was before his eyes started going in a million different directions and he was probably about 4 Long Island iced teas down. So, yeah. He went from cute to like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm even like standing next to this guy right now. He's so embarrassing.
Did he walk you home?
He insisted on walking me home. I did not push for that.
Okay, because he
was,
told us a little bit about that. He said that he thought you had asked him to walk you home, but he couldn't really remember.
Yeah, no, it didn't go like that. I said, I'm going to go, and he said, well, it's a man's job to make sure a lady gets home okay, so I'm going to walk you home. Hey. But I couldn't get rid of him, not going to lie. So I was like, all right, whatever, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm just going to go with it. It's funny because he thought he was walking me home, but it was more like me walking him home. Yeah. So were you the one that put him in a cab? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he was wondering. He couldn't remember. He thought maybe you did or somebody else did.
Yeah, no, it was just him and I. We were walking, and I really saw how drunk he was because he was starting to get emotional, talking about his dog that had passed away that he was close with. And, oh, my God, he was really going in, and I felt bad. It was getting deep.
Okay, so you just want us to tell him that he was annoying and drunk, and that's why you don't want to go out with him.
And can you also tell him this? It is not okay to try to exchange your date for Taco Bell.
What?
That it's not okay.
One, what are you talking about? And two, it's not?
No, it's Jubal. Yeah, well, we were walking home after the club. We saw a bunch of kids with Taco Bell, and he whipped out $10 and offered to give it to them for the Taco Bell. Okay. They said no. He whipped out 20. They said no. So then he turned and looked at me, looked at them, and said, well, what about if you just take her in exchange for the Taco Bell?
You can have her.
Like you're some object that can be traded for Taco Bell burritos? Oh, now I'm pissed.
Yeah, I was not okay with that.
What did the kids say?
They laughed and they walked away, and he just was like, I'm so hungry.
Oh my god, I would have been irate.
As drunk as he was, I'm like, seriously, man, you're gonna like give me up for fast food? No, this is not. And at that point, I was like, okay, time to call an Uber, and that was it.
Okay,
Good for you.
and that's when you put him in the cab.
Hmm.
All right, well, I bet you he'd be pretty interested to learn all that. I don't think he remembers any of that because he's on the other line listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah, it's good to hear from you again.
Good to hear from me. Did you not just hear, like, my entire story that I just told? Hello? You know what you did?
What? Well, it was just nice to hear your voice again.
Oh, my God. You gotta be kidding me. Did you hear that you tried to trade me for
Okay,
burritos?
Okay, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry I did that. I don't remember doing it, so I trust you. I take your word that that's exactly how it went down. But I promise you, normally if I was sober, I probably wouldn't try to trade you for food, though.
So I would hope you would never, even if you were sober, try to trade me for anything.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I was just joking because I was so drunk and I've been so funny all night.
No, you pulled out your wallet and pulled out actual cash money.
Well, was there more than one taco? Because I'd like to think that I was trying to get some for both of us.
I don't know how much was in the bag. Does it really matter? You tried to trade me for fast food.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter how much Taco Bell there was. I'm sorry I tried to trade you. What if I promise never to do it again?
Oh, my God. Can you promise to never drink again? Because that was just atrocious.
Well, you know what? I'm just glad that I allowed myself to be vulnerable around you. What? Because that's how much I care.
No!
Look, the only reason why I got that drunk was because I was so nervous, because I didn't expect you to be showing so much interest in me, because you're so pretty.
No, you were drinking so much because it was $3 for 3 Long Island iced teas.
Oh, those must have been dirty.
Well, I mean, I appreciate a good deal, and I was nervous about talking to
It
you.
was also that, Deanna.
Those are two very good statements that he came back with, Deanna. You gotta give him that.
I don't know. I mean, he's funny. Listen, I'm going to give it to you, Anthony. You're a funny guy, and you're nice, but you were a lot cooler before you threw down all those drinks. I liked you before that. After that,
Okay.
not so much.
Well, in that case, Deanna, would you like to go out with Anthony again? We'll pay for it.
Deanna, how about this? Go on a date with 10 o'clock me, not 1 a.m. me.
I think you should make it like 7:30 you, Anthony, from the sounds of it.
If you go out with me again, I promise I won't drink on our next date. I won't drink on our next 5 dates. I want you to get to know me, the real me, sober me, all right? I won't eat for 5 days. Whatever it takes. I won't do anything other than you.
I don't think you wanted to say that.
That's a weird statement, Anthony.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say, though. My point is, like, I just want you to get to see the real me again, not club me. I don't like that guy. I don't want to be that guy.
What do you think, Deanna? Would you go out with Anthony one more time if he promises not to drink?
Say yes. We've all had dumb drunk nights. Do it. Give him a second chance.
I will go out with you again if you promise not to drink and you promise not to trade me for food.
What do you think, Anthony? Can you do it?
Yeah, that's the deal. I can do it. I promise not to drink. I promise not to trade you for food.
All right, then
Yes.
let's do it.
All right,
Sure.
well,
Aw.
congratulations, Anthony. You got your second date.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Don't screw it up.
Yeah.
I'm so excited I'm going to celebrate. Who wants to drink?
No, nobody. Not you.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
A text in at 78592 says, that girl's crazy. I would totally trade myself for some Taco Bell right now. Talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Anthony wanted to call Deanna. He wasn't sure why she wasn't calling him back. It turns out he got so hammered on Long Island iced teas that he was just a mess.
Oh, man.
And he was walking, well, she was kind of walking him home, but he said he was walking home, and they ran across some kids who had Taco Bell, and he actually tried to buy it from them and then offered to trade her for the food, and that was a big turnoff.
Probably also because they didn't do the trade. Like, he got denied that too. But what's sad is the red flag should have been the Long Island iced teas. Anytime
Yeah.
a guy's drinking just one of those on a date, you know something is going to go horribly wrong.
Anyway, she decided to actually go out with him again, just if he doesn't drink.
Oh, man. I don't know if that's a good decision.
Yeah, no, because at some point, even if they date longer, there's going to be Long Island iced teas involved again, and she's going to have to babysit and possibly be traded for food. Probably not a great idea, but they did decide to go out again. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5.
The only by giving it a thumbs up, and if you haven't yet, don't forget to click that